Good morning. I don't know if the picture's going to look different because I played about with the settings a bit on my camera. I thought it seemed a bit blurry yesterday. It turns out I had a huge thumbprint on the lens. So I've cleaned it, and then I did a bit of sort of checking of all my settings, and I have I played about with them a bit, so let me know if it looks the same or different, better, worse. It depends, I suppose, on what you're watching on. So actually, if it looks worse, don't tell me. I don't need to know. Keep that to yourselves. Yes, you can see I've got the Easter tree here, which actually lives in our bedroom year round. But I brought it downstairs yesterday because we're going to put some Easter decorations on it. It's about 11 o'clock on Sunday morning, and I have just been sitting here knitting, doing a bit of editing, rubbing my eyes, watching some podcasts on YouTube, and generally feeling very, very lazy. I woke up at about 4 in the morning. It took me a long time to get back to sleep. I think I was awake for about an hour, and I think that's discombobulated me a bit. So I'm feeling a bit today. Phoebe's going to go and meet some friends, and then she's going to another friend's for dinner and a sleepover tonight, because it's now the Easter holidays. So it'll just be me and Dan and Lilia for dinner, and I think we're going to watch Stardust, which we didn't watch on her birthday because we couldn't find it. We got it on DVD, but we have now located it, so we're going to watch that tonight. And we need to get out in the garden, which I really don't want to do. But we need to give the chickens a good clean out. And one of the reasons I don't want to get out in the garden is next door's cat, who you see very often here. She's not here at the moment. Basically uses our garden as a giant toilet, because on both her owners and our other neighbours have both got dogs. I don't think she finds it comfortable to go in their gardens. So for some reason she's decided the ideal location is our garden, so it's absolutely covered. So what I'm hoping I'm going to do, God, this is not a very nice way to start the vlog, is it, talking about cat poo? But what I'm going to do is build a little shelter in her sort of more favoured area of the garden that's waterproof, and I'm going to put a litter tray just with dirt in it in there, in the hope that I can encourage her to just use one spot in the garden, which we can then easily just clean out when we're out picking up eggs and stuff. I don't mind doing that because obviously she's here a lot and we get a lot of pleasure from her company, and she doesn't live here. We don't have the expense of a cat, but we do often get a lot of cuddles and so on. And I don't mind making a little area in the garden for her to use as a toilet, as long as it means she's not going all over my garden. Yeah. Right, I'm going to go and put some clothes on, and then we're going to go and clean out the chickens. Really just want to sit on the sofa all day. So let's plant these pointed side up. Okay. My mum bought me this Oriental lily kit, and I planted them today. I do know, by the way, that Oriental lilies are poisonous to cats and other pets, so this will be nowhere near next door's cat. I'm going to keep it well out of her reach. I will put it somewhere where I know she can't get to. And the same goes for the chickens when they are eventually allowed out. It's a state out here, isn't it?
It is a state.
We're going to sort it out, aren't we?
We're going to try. I mean, we're not the keenest of gardeners in the world, but We'll try and make it a bit tidier.
This fence needs sorting, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it's completely collapsed.
That's why we have stepdads. Or I have stepdad.
But we'll talk to next door. I'm sure they won't mind.
Yeah.
What do you think, chickens? Peggy agrees. She's nodding knowingly. Look, yes, I agree. The chickens are still in lockdown. Flock down until, when did you say?
Oh, it was May last year.
Yeah,
So it could well be May this year.
Could be a little while yet.
Just going to take the...
Right, I'm going to get in here. Give it a good clean. That look a lot harder than it should have been, and it's a lot taller than I thought it would be. I'm really pleased with that. That was only about £24 from B&M, so now I've just got to work out where I'm going to put it. I'm thinking maybe just here, be nice and warm there. Here's quite good, but obviously I've already got my shelves there, and it doesn't get sun in the afternoon, so let's see if it will fit here. Just as I want to film, a plane came over. Also, Dan's come back with 3 bags of compost and ruined my nice aesthetic, my neat and tidy, well, not very, neater and tidier. So my greenhouse would not fit here. It was too unsteady. So what I've done is I've moved my shelves there, and it just overhangs the slabs, but it's on, I put some bricks down so it's on there, it's nice and sturdy. And the greenhouse is here, which is actually pretty good because it's really sheltered here, so it's not going to like fall over. I've also put a concrete slab at the bottom there to steady it, and I've also put a load of the woody cuttings from the salvia that I was cutting back here. This needs cutting back in the spring. This is the perfect time to do it, actually, April. Made a start on that to clear a bit of area here. And yeah, I'm really pleased with my little greenhouse. I might get a little simple temperature thing to put in there. I don't know anything about growing in greenhouses. I've also put a little decoration that I bought, also in B&M. I've just hung that up there. I don't know if it's going to stay there. I've uncovered 2 light up pogo sticks and given them a clean, so they're going to go to the boots out unless Phoebe decides she still wants them.
And this I've decided, so when I was doing a vlog series last year, I found this old plastering bucket by the side of the road and brought it home and I've given it a clean up. It's now completely filled with rainwater, which I'm going to distribute into some other vessels because I'm going to use this as a little mini pond. I'm going to get some aquatic plants and some oxygenating plants, remove the water into another vessel, sink it into the ground and then refill it with the rainwater because rainwater is best, and create a little pond for wildlife in the garden. But I'm not going to do that now.
Turn it round so you can see me. I'm not going to do that now because I've been going for a couple of hours and I have to say I've had a nice time, and I don't normally have a nice time gardening, but I'm hungry and I need something to eat and a cup of tea. This is another of Lilia's birthday present. She really wanted... You got 4, didn't you, or was there only 3?
4. 1, 2, 3,
4. Oh, I didn't see that one. She wanted these floating shelves. So it looks like the books are suspended. So you've done them in series, haven't you? So this is the
Shatter series.
Shatter Me series by
Tahira
Mafi. This is the Court of Thorns and Roses series, first 2. You've just finished the first one, haven't you? And you loved it. This is the Karen McManus books. They're not all a series, are they?
No, the first 2 are like kind of joint.
And then down here, which is the one I didn't spot, you've got the rest of these books in the Twisted series coming from Auntie Jenny, haven't you? Lilia would like to show you the books that she's read so far this year, which is how many?
6 or 7?
6 or 7 books, and the books that she got for her birthday.
Yes.
So if you've got a 17-year-old or 16, 17-year-old in your life, Lilia's a prolific reader and she wants to share with you some suggestions.
Let's empty all of my bookshelves now.
Yeah. We're both in really, really old hoodies.
Well.
I'm in Dan's old hoodie and you're in Jake's hoodie.
Yeah.
So Lilia really, really wanted to, because she loves talking about books, she wanted to show you all the books. So you're going to show all the ones you've read this year so far.
And in order.
Which is amazing. And then she's going to show you what she got for her birthday.
Yeah. I've also annotated all of them as well.
Yes, you have.
So this one is called Two Can Keep a Secret, written by Karen M. McManus. It's a crime book and it was about these murders in a little American town, and it was like homecoming queens and all of that, and then like this family coming back to this town, Echo Ridge, 5 years after those murders, and then stuff starts happening again.
Recommend?
Recommend. My favourite book, The Love Hypothesis. This is about scientist Olive, who's studying pancreatic cancer, and Adam, I can't really remember what he does, but I love him. And basically they have to start a fake dating scheme so Adam can stay at Stanford, because Stanford thinks he's going to transfer over to Harvard, so he needs a reason to stay, and Olive needs the reputation with like a bigger scientist so she can get funding.
So they pretend to be in a relationship.
And then they actually fall in love.
Oh, and you can see where she does all her annotating. Oh, can't get it to focus. Don't focus on us, focus on the book. I don't think it's going to do it.
Okay, and then this is...
recommend?
Recommend. And then this is another one called A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. This was amazing. there was a body count.
Body count.
Oh, and it was so good. And then, because it's about an A-level student, throughout the book, there's chapters where it's just her coursework. And it's really funny and it's really cute and I like it. I liked it a lot. Oh, and it's part of a trilogy.
It is.
It is.
And you've got the rest for your birthday.
I do.
But we'll get on to that.
Yes.
Recommend this one then?
Recommend! And then this is book 3 of my favourite book series, literally ever. Ignite Me. And it was so good. And it's about this girl, Juliet, and she can't touch anyone because if they touch her, then they die. Like her skin is some kind of like life-sucking force. It's really weird. And then throughout the whole kind of book series, it's about her managing that power, falling in love, and then falling in love again. It's very good. And then taking down the government.
Oh, falling in love and taking down the government.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get it to focus on the...
Those ones.
There we go, look! They can see all the... Oh, now it's gone again.
Why don't I can flip through the... Oh, there's one.
Annotated.
This was a page with Warner. And
Recommend them.
Recommend. This is another book by Karen and McManus called You'll Be the Death of Me. Death of Me? Death of Me. You'll Be the Death of Me. It was about a trio of friends. I really liked this one. It was a bit depressing than the other books that she's written, but it was still really, really good. Big twist at the end.
Ooh. Recommend.
And A Court of Thorns and Roses.
This was a Christmas present.
Oh.
I've got it on the off chance, and you absolutely loved it.
It was so good. And it has a map.
At the beginning.
It has a map at the
sign of a good book. If it has a map.
There's a map. Honestly, it was so good. It's about this human who kills a wolf, who's actually a fairy. And then, obviously, because she's not allowed to do that, she gets taken hostage by another fairy, who's ridiculously handsome, of course. And then she has to live in his manor house in the Spring Court, and then obviously they fall in love. But then, big twist, and then it's like the Hunger Games.
You loved that one, didn't you?
I love it so much.
And then the one so hang on, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is 6 that you've read already, and then the one you're currently reading is spectacular, isn't it?
Oh my god, it's awesome. I got it last year for my birthday, and I've only just started reading it now, and I wish I read it sooner. So it comes in like this big cover thing because it's got bits inside of it, so yeah.
Oops. It's the Ship of
Theseus. And it's made to look like a really old library book.
So it's by
J.J. Abrams.
But that's not really who it's...
No,
but,
so
yeah.
the real author is J.J. Abrams.
Oh,
and
right.
It's really random that he's written this because he's a screenwriter. And he
Okay.
wrote like some of the most recent Star Trek films. But The Ship of Theseus is written by a fictional author, VMS Straka, who was an anonymous Russian author who died suspiciously. I don't think he's dead.
Oh.
And then it's all about that. And basically, it's the story of the Ship of Theseus, right? But then along the way, these two people have a conversation in the margins.
Let me hold it up. So yeah, so you're reading the conversation that these two people have in the margins of an old library book.
Yeah.
And you also get little
Like
inserts letters
about the characters.
and clues.
My favourite one so far has been a newspaper, like a school newspaper page about the flooding of a hall, and that was one of the characters who did that. And like it even has stuff on the back.
I was going to say food service to reevaluate beef. Yeah, so it's an amazing book.
It's so cute.
Really, really interesting.
It's a little confusing because they've written in it at different times. The two people who are in the margins,
Oh, okay.
Jen and Eric, they've written in it in different times. So when the colour of the ink changes, the time of when they're writing in the margin changes.
Oh, so it's not at the same time?
It's not at the same
Okay.
time. But oh, it's so good.
Yeah, you're really loving
So
that
good.
one, aren't you?
I'm still completely in the dark about everything, but it's very good.
So we showed the books that you got for your birthday really, really quickly.
Yes.
Just go through them.
Right,
So
I'll
put
this
that
down
away.
here, thank you.
This isn't even all of them. You want us to turn them round and then you can hold them up?
Okay.
Oh no! Like, stand up.
I can't. Wait.
And how many more have you got to come from Auntie Jenny?
3.
Okay,
Okay.
so one at a time.
I'll go super fast and I'll give them to you. We've got Twisted Love,
And the authors.
Anna Huang.
Anna Huang,
Anna Huang.
I think.
Yeah. We've got Believe Me by Tahira Mafi. Find Me by Tahira Mafi. Unite Me by Tahira Mafi. Imagine Me by Tahira Mafi. Restore Me by Tahira Mafi.
That's a series.
A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas.
Second one to A Court of Thorns and Roses.
All That's Left in the World by Eric J. Brown.
Chosen for you by one of your college friends.
Yes. The Girls I've Been by Tess Sharp.
Also from another of your college friends.
Indeed. Howl's Moving Castle.
This was Lilia's birthday eve book because it's one of her favourite films.
It is.
And it's a kid's book, but you needed to have it.
I do.
For your collection. Yeah.
And then we've got A Touch of Darkness by... Who's it by? Scarlett St. Clair.
Is that another
Yeah, it's a book from one of my friends.
one of your friends for your birthday?
Good Girl Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson. And The Fire... Oh. Angeline Bowley. And The Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Bowley.
And that was another book from a friend,
Yes.
wasn't
Ooh, thumbnail.
it? Oh yeah. Thumbnail. Thank you, Lilia.
Oh yes, you're welcome.
You can go. You have to go and put them all back on your fabulous bookshelves now. You need your own booktube channel.
I do.
Oh, it's very bright and sunny up here. My goodness. I'm about to have a bath. It's, what time is it? It's 4:15. Dan's just dropped Phoebe at her friend's where she's staying for a sleepover tonight. So I'm going to have a nice relaxing Sunday afternoon bath. I'm just going to open my birthday countdown for my friend Dominique. Day 2. Hedgerow yarns, it says, because this is a yarn one. They're not all yarn minis, but this one is, and it is beautiful. Oh, sorry about the wobbly camera. I've literally just balanced you on the edge of the bed. Oh, that is lovely. Oh, just pop that on there and I shall look at it again when I come out of the bath. Right, I'm going to edit a bit in the bath, but I'm also going to watch some YouTube. Afternoon bath on a Sunday, and it's been really, really lovely. This is the book, by the way, that I got the idea for the pond in the bucket from. I got it from the library. I'm using bits of tissue as bookmarks. Got it from the library because I just thought it looked really interesting. I like gardening in containers, and this has been really, really good. It's The Container Gardener by Frances Tophill. Yeah, like I say, I got it from the library, and I'm following the instructions in this book for making my little container pond. Look like a poodle. I've just had a bath, which was lovely, and we've now got a problem with the cooker. It's a good job that we're getting a new one in the next couple of months. I put it. There's a weird smell coming from it. It's a gas hob, but it's an electric cooker. I can't describe what the smell is. It's almost like damp burning plastic. But now I don't know if I'm imagining that I'm smelling it or if I really am still smelling it. We've just pulled it out and had a look. We can't see anything wrong with it. So I'm going to keep going and attempt to cook dinner and hope that nothing catches fire. I have absolutely no idea. It's freaking me out a bit. Anyway, I'm making some sort of sticky barbecue chicken with salad. and potatoes. And I'm going to say goodbye for now because I think I'm out of practice with the old vlogging. I've been talking too much, which means they're going to be too long for a daily vlog, and also it means I have to cut things short in other areas because I've spent too long yapping. So I need to remember that I'm doing daily vlogs, not just daily long chats and navel gazing. So hopefully we'll survive the evening, and I will see you tomorrow for day 3 of April vlogs. God, only just started and we're on day 3 already. Well, not yet, but tomorrow. I've got more to put up.